Hello, today we are at Orihuela Miguel Hernandez railway station and we are taking the high-speed train to Madrid Puerta de Atocha. So let's go and have a little look around the station and then we'll get on to our train. And here's our station. I think it looks pretty good. Lots of glass, very modern looking, and inside it's got everything you need. There's a ticket office, ticket machines, vending machines, toilets. There was a cafe, but it was closed. But all in all, I think that's pretty pleasant. We are departing from platform 3, so that's a short walk across this little area, and then it's into security. So the station is Orihuela Miguel Hernandez, and I'm going to talk about Miguel Hernandez a little bit later in the video, and I'd like to get your opinion on something, so stay tuned for that. So that was straightforward. You've got a kind of like airline style security, but that was all fine. Very pleasant. I didn't have to take my belt off. Did you? No, it was all good.
I don't even have any pockets taped.
So that was all smashing. And once again, the Renfe staff have been really
very
friendly.
nice.
We've had a really good time with Renfe this trip to Spain. So we're just going to get on board the train now. So we are in coach 2. Our journey today will take 3 hours and 11 minutes. We're going to head up to Alicante, then head northwest to Albacete, up to Cuenca, and then along into Madrid. And here's our Transporter Class 112 high-speed train. Now these are nicknamed Pato in Spain, which is the Spanish word for duck, and I think you can probably figure out why. So let's get on board. So there are 3 ticket options with Renfe. There's basic, Elege, or pick and mix, and premium. So we went for an Elege ticket, I think that's the right pronunciation, and then upgraded to comfort, which means, from what I can tell, you get a first class seat but without any of the other first class service. And on first inspection, the seat is amazing. There is so much room. It's like sitting in an armchair.
I'm exploring.
Oh, what have you found?
Well, I found a footrest which then clips back up.
Yeah.
Must be expecting lots to eat.
Well, do you like?
Very nice. A bit posh for us.
In terms of comfiness?
Not too best price. Oh, very nice indeed.
See you in Madrid.
Yes.
So we've got big chunky armrests and European plug sockets, and all in all, I think this is one of the comfiest seats that I have sat in on a train ever. We departed a few minutes late, but it's not too long before we're out of this underground section of the railway station and enjoying the Spanish sunshine. I mentioned earlier that the station in Orihuela is named after Miguel Hernandez. Now, who is he? Well, he was a poet and playwright. He had a very humble upbringing. In fact, I would say a pretty challenging upbringing by all accounts. He took the Republican side during the Spanish Civil War and was imprisoned for that. Whilst he was in prison, he contracted tuberculosis and died. So I can understand why a railway station would be named after him. But that got me to thinking, as a UK-based YouTuber, naming railway stations after people isn't a thing. There's a handful of Victoria stations. There are some Saint stations, Exeter, St David's, Paisley, St James. But other than that, it's not a thing. There's not even many airports that are named after people in the UK. Why is that? Should it be a thing? Would you like to see Norwich Delia Smith? Would you like to see some kind of merging of people's names with stations like Phil Tufnell Park? Or my favourite, Stephen Gerrard's Cross? Anyway, what stations would you like to see have a person's name added to them, and why is it not really a thing? Please let me know in the comments. Time to talk in-train entertainment. So you've got a film being shown, and next to the seat you've got a little jack for a headphone with volume and language control. That worked pretty well. There's also the Play Renfe app, so you can install that and stream live TV, watch films, TV programs, read magazines, and once again it worked really, really well. Couldn't fault this app whatsoever. I suppose the next thing to talk about is food. So at the seat you got this QR code that you can scan, and that will open up the onboard menu. Customers who have a premium ticket receive a complimentary meal, which, having a glance at the seat across from us, looked like a fairly substantial meal, I've got to say, but we were slumming it, so it was a trip to the buffet car for us. So let's go. The buffet car seemed to be the life and soul of the train, and I've got to say once again, the Renfe staff were really friendly and helpful. Everything I thought was reasonably priced, and we probably should have spent a bit more time here.
Big table for your big lunch. Happy? So we are about 2 hours, 2.25 hours into our journey, so I think it's time for a seat update from Mrs. Tim's Travels. How do you think the seat is doing?
It's doing absolutely fine. It's very comfortable. No complaints.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Are you enjoying your Renfe experience?
It's very nice. Nice, spacious. No, can't fault it.
How was the food?
It was fine. Yeah, nothing exciting what we've had. It was just a sandwich, but absolutely nothing wrong with it.
Filled the hole.
It did.
It's the toilet review.
Okay. Super hot, that's good. Toilet, excellent. One of those, I don't want to infringe on Let's Make a Trip's intellectual copyright, but it's one of them. And you can have a shave if you wish. And let's see. Soap is there. Water is not there. Dryer was. So yeah, no water at all. Hey ho, you can't have everything, I suppose. Anyway, there we go. Did the flush works. We do also have some toilet roll, so I can clear up that soap. Oh no. Toilet roll has now gone everywhere. It's not gone very well. Oh, there's more there, so that's good. And we've got a bin. That when I decide to go to the toilet to do a review of the loo, that's when everyone else on the train seems to need to go at the same time. So I come out looking very sheepish with a camera, which could be construed as being a bit odd. I don't know.
So thoughts on the Renfe experience? One word: outstanding. I mean, I've got to say a little bit more than that. Where do we start? Well, the staff, not just helpful, but actually staff who took the initiative to help, you know, saying you need to be at platform 3 and showing us where it was. I mean, that's really nice. The security guys were really laid back and friendly. On board, again, couldn't fault them. So just brilliant. As for the train itself, well, you might think it looks a little bit unusual, but let me tell you, this is one mighty duck. The ride quality of the train was amazing, so comfortable. I mean, we're traveling at 185 miles an hour, and you just wouldn't know. It was just brilliant. The seat was really comfy. There was loads of space. The Wi-Fi worked. Everything just worked. So Renfe, whatever you're doing, keep doing it. We paid €57 each for our tickets, and I think in terms of the product and comfort and high-speed rail travel, that's excellent value for money. I think this shows that high-speed rail travel can compete with flying. I would take the train option every time. This was just brilliant. The only criticism I would have was that we left late, but even that doesn't matter as a criticism because we arrived early. So well done, Renfe. Anyway, thank you so much for watching and listen to me harp on about all sorts of stuff. I do have a Ko-fi page. If you'd like to support the channel in that way, I'll put a link to my Ko-fi page in the description. But most importantly, I really appreciate your support just by watching the videos. Thank you ever so much. If you wanted to subscribe, that'd be great too. But do look out for the next video on Tim's Travels.